Hello, beautiful people, and welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time watching, I'm Cheraye. Welcome. If you happen to be returning, you are truly appreciated. Thank you so much, and welcome back. Today, you guys, I'm going to be sharing with you 5 fragrances. If I were to start my fragrance collection all over, here are the 5 fragrances that I would choose to start. I get this question all the time. I'm new to fragrance. I don't know where to start. What would you recommend? It's a very personal question, you guys. So I'm going to share with you what fragrances I would start with, what I would choose, but fragrances are very subjective. So I'm going to give you kind of like a little bit of a dialogue, a little guideline, of course, a couple of 2.5s, and then you can choose which fragrance works best for you. Of course, some of these may be your favorites as well. I do have some affordable, I do have some pricey, but I do have some alternatives to the pricey. So if you want to see what my top 5 are for starting my collection all over, and let me put this disclaimer out there, you guys. Let me put this disclaimer out there. This is how I feel today on October 31st in this particular moment. Now, you know, if you come back next week, all this can be subject to change because I am a particular woman who changes her mind very often. I mean, it just is what it is, according to rotation on what I'm reaching for. But if you want to see what they are, please continue to watch. Here on this channel, I do cover fashion, beauty, luxury, and lifestyle. So if you like any of those things or all of those things, go ahead and consider hitting the subscribe button. Don't forget to hit the notification bell. It will alert you every single time there is a video placed on this channel. Without further ado, let's jump right in. Now, you guys, I am going to come in a particular order. I am going to start from what I would choose first, second, third, and so forth until I get to the 5th one. And I'm going to give you a little bit of why I would choose this particular one and what scenarios and places and different things like that I would put it in. So enough rambling, girl, let's go. Of course, you already know Coco Mademoiselle Chanel was going to be in here. To me, I always tell you guys, this is the one and done. This is the one that's beautiful. This can just, you know, fit any bill. It's very versatile in my opinion. You can wear this morning, noon, night. You can wear this on a date. You can wear this to work. All of these scents that I will be sharing with you today are all signature scent worthy. They are all compliment getters, and they are all very long lasting. And I say that with a grain of salt because fragrances perform different on everyone. This is the experience that I have received from them. So I'm definitely going to recommend Coco Mademoiselle. It's beautiful on any vanity, any nightstand. Also, it is a touch of luxury and class. It's iconic. It's timeless. This is Chanel darling. Okay, I'll give you a few of the notes inside of this fragrance. We do have bergamot, we have orange blossom, rose, jasmine, we have patchouli, vanilla, tonka bean, and vetiver. Now, I will say this. Here is the con that some might say about this fragrance. It's very popular. Everybody has it. That's never stopped me from rocking anything. No matter how many people have it, I always tell you guys, no matter he, she, her, him, they, we, whoa. Okay? There's only one you. So rock it like only you can. This is a beautiful fragrance. It's timeless. And like I said, if you put this in your collection, no matter what type of day it is, what occasion it is, you can reach for this fragrance and feel confident rocking it. And you can also feel like you're wearing a touch of luxury. And who doesn't want to feel luxurious, darling? I mean, this is Chanel. Okay, I move on. Oh yes, and I told you places that I would rock this fragrance: work, church, brunch. It's a very classy, elegant, sophisticated, timeless fragrance. That is Coco Mademoiselle. I move on. Another fragrance I would reach for, and another type of fragrance that I would need in my collection, would be something sexy. I am a girl that loves love. I know I want to go on many, many dates. I know I love going out on dates, and I just love going out in general, and I love to feel sexy. One thing about me, I'm always going to want a fragrance to have a few things, and one of it is for it to be sexy. If a fragrance isn't sexy, I really don't even want you in my collection. I know there's a time and place for sexy fragrances, but I really want each of my fragrances to have 1 or 2 things: sexy, sophistication, or just make me feel rich and luxurious. Those are the things that I typically look for, and I also want my fragrance to purr. I love for a fragrance to purr, darling. So this is what I would be looking for in a date night fragrance. This fragrance is gonna come from YSL. This is a Lieb. I absolutely love this fragrance. It came out in 2020. This is the intense version. Now, the original version did come out. It had a lot of lavender in the opening note. For me, it leaned a little bit more too masculine for me, and it wasn't wasn't a fave, so I never picked that one up. But as soon as I went in store and smelt the intense version, I knew I had to have it. I knew it had to come home with me. The juice was darker, the vanilla was stronger, it was sexier, it was deeper, it was richer, and it was my vibe. So I definitely picked it up. This is a white floral, so we have vanilla. The vanilla in here is very sexy, especially in the dry down. The magic happens in the dry down, okay? It has lavender, bergamot, orange blossom, jasmine, like I said, Madagascar vanilla, tonka bean. It has vetiver and ambergris. This is a very beautiful fragrance. It's bold, it's sensual, it's sexy, it's even sassy, it's classy, it's gonna get you compliments. It's a very intimate date night fragrance as well. If you were gonna go from dusk to dawn, you could feel confident rocking this fragrance. It's not gonna leave you. It doesn't have any performance issues. I've never seen it disappear or not show up. It's always been there when I wore it. I did wear it out one night and it didn't give what I wanted it to give, and that's because it wasn't fitting for the occasion. And that's what's gonna bring me to my next fragrance. I move on. In the event that you've been invited somewhere or I've been invited somewhere, let's stick on me. Or you know, we can go there together. But in the event that I've been invited somewhere and I don't really know what the mood is gonna be or the crowd or the type or anything like that, but let's say it's like an event, let's say it's something formal, let's say it's something fancy and fabulous, or just something that's giving me rich vibes and I really don't know what to reach for and I kind of get stuck and I don't want to reach for a Chanel fragrance, I will oftentimes reach for this fragrance because of the way that it makes me feel, because of the way that it carries a certain je ne sais quoi to it, and it has a certain status about it. And of course, if you haven't guessed it yet, yes, it is this here. It is the famous, infamous Baccarat Rouge 540 by Maison Francis Kurkdjian. I absolutely love this fragrance. To be totally honest with you, the Extreme version is my absolute favorite, but there's no way I would be without this one in my collection. I'm a very sentimental person and I picked this one up first. So I wanted to choose this one because even if I had to start all over with my collection, I would still pick this one up first. This is a beautiful fragrance, and more than anything, I love the way this fragrance makes me feel. And that's something else. When you're starting your collection, you know, go off of fragrances on how do they make you feel. For me, if it doesn't move me, if it doesn't transport me, if it doesn't send me somewhere, why are you here? You know, I don't want just bottles to have bottles. I don't want quantity where I have like, oh, I have 300 bottles, okay, but I only like 30 of them. You know what I mean? I want things in my collection that I absolutely love, that make me feel some type of way, that I have a memory with, or that I'm looking to tie a memory to, if you know what I mean. In this fragrance, I have so many amazing memories tied to, and whenever I'm going somewhere, I've been invited somewhere and I don't know what to reach for, this to me is like the little black dress in your closet. This to me is like the white button down crisp shirt. This is like that girl that you just go to and you know she's going to perform. Now I know that there has been, you know, rumors or said, I can say it myself, it doesn't last, I can't smell it, it disappears. No matter if I can't smell it, I always get compliments on this fragrance. People can always smell it on me, even when I have felt that it has left, it has went to lunch, it has left the building, like, grah, where are you? People have smelled it and they're like, oh my God, what are you wearing? I'm like, oh yeah, Baccarat Rouge 540. Like, oh my God, you smell so good. So it is one of those. So I will say start with the sample. This isn't everybody's favorite, you guys. I know that this is a pricey fragrance, so I do have some alternatives that I will link in the description box below. There's like 7,000, 50, 100 million, 11, 59,000, 100 dupes of this fragrance. The ones I'm gonna link, they'll be like the inspired version. Be Layered has one called Heaven's Door. If you have that, leave something in the comment section so that people know. If you don't have it, it's okay, hit the like button. If you want to know about it, hit the subscribe button. Just hit a button. Whatever you do, just hit a button. This is a unisex fragrance. Like I said, long lasting, signature scent worthy, compliment getter. This is it here. This is like that one outfit that, you know, we all have something in our closet where it's like, when I put this on, I'm gonna feel like this. You know what I mean? Whether it's that one blouse, that one shirt. For some of us, it's like, when I get my hair done, it's over for you. When I get my lashes done, it's over. Don't let me get my eyebrows and my hair and my lashes. It's over. This is that girl, okay? I move on. Now, because it cannot always be night, okay? We're gonna be wearing something in the day. Thank you, Kanye West. Anyways, I'm reaching for this. And if you know, you know. I have been reaching for this since it came out in 2016. This is Tom Ford Blanc. And I absolutely love this. I love this, again, for how it makes me feel. I'm a very luxurious woman riding on a yacht, okay? Lord Jesus, I am still waiting for you to provide that yacht for me. And I know he's working on it, you guys. He's working on it, but I'm still waiting. Okay, so this is a yacht experience. This is like going on vacation. You don't even have to be going on vacation. It could just be a mood on how you want to feel. I have picked this up many summer nights, fall nights, spring nights, and I have rocked this. It's a beautiful fragrance, and I love it for the way that it makes me feel. It's sultry, it's bold, it's addictive. It makes me feel rich. It's luxurious, as I stated. A few of the notes in this fragrance, it is bergamot. It does have pink pepper. I love pink pepper. It has tuberose. I love tuberose, jasmine, coconut, amber, tonka bean, and benzoin. And I love all of those notes, but I never would have thought by reading the notes how much I would love the fragrance. But the way that it's blended in here, I absolutely love it. I am kind of biased, you guys. I love Tom Ford's fragrances. And by the way, Tom Ford, I'm still waiting on you to call me. We're not gonna talk about that though. Don't even worry about it. He's gonna call and I'll let you guys know when he does. But anyways, this here is absolutely amazing. I love it. The bottle is beautiful. It's some of my favorite colors. It is gold, it is white, it is fancy and fabulous, darling. I feel that this really shines in the spring, in the summer, and early fall, depending on where you live. I live here in LA. On Wednesday, it was like 90 degrees. On Tuesday, it poured down raining. So, I mean, you know, you do it. I reach for what I want. I am also the type of person, and you choose who you want to be. I spray what I want, when I want. I spray as much of it as I want. It's my fragrance. I do me. I don't follow a lot of rules, you know, but there are certain fragrances that perform better in the fall or better in the winter or better in their season of what, you know, they're meant to shine. But if I feel like spraying oud satin mood in the smack of summer, I'm gonna spray it because that's what I'm feeling. And I love for fragrances to make me feel. So that's how I feel about fragrance over here. It's your fragrance, do you. Spray what makes you happy. That's what I always say. This would be a wonderful choice for me. So you wanna have something in your collection that's more of a easy reach, fresh, clean. If that's your thing, I'm not a real fresh, clean type of fragrance person. So this right here would fit that bill for me. I move on. Now, because I told you I build my collection off of love and how I feel and everything like that, I want a fragrance that's gonna make me feel like that girl. You know what I mean? A pretty girl, a dainty girl, very feminine girl, something for going apple picking. Is it time for apple picking yet? We gotta go apple picking. Time, you know, something that I'm gonna wear to high tea, something I'm gonna wear, you know, just out to feel posh, something I'm gonna wear with my pink Chanel bag, my dangling earrings, something that's gonna just makes me feel whimsical, magical, effervescent, upbeat. Have you guessed what it is yet? If you haven't, it's Delena. Oh my gosh, you guys. Of course Delena was gonna be in here. Are you kidding me? How could I not? This is the girl, okay? She's the drama. She's always causing the drama. Now Oriana is causing the drama. This is a beautiful fragrance. This is a pricey fragrance as well, but I do have an alternative for that, and I'm going to link it in the description box below. I have that alternative. I rock that alternative. It is B Laird's First Kiss, so I'm definitely gonna link that down below. And I also have a discount code for that where you can save 15% off. So don't forget to check out the description box. But this right here is beautiful. Now this is not gonna be for everyone. Somebody left me a comment, and if you're that person, just hit the like button and leave something out there letting us know you said it. She said, yes, Cheraye, I love Delena. She said, but I struggle with it a little bit. She said, because she said sometimes it makes me feel like I smell like the church mothers. And you know how the church mothers smell. They smell good and sweet and lotion and hydrated and like they were baking something. You know what I mean? And I'm like, really? You get that from Delena? I absolutely love it. It's the sour tart note for me. This fragrance makes me so happy. I should have not taken the cap off because now I'm gonna wanna wear it, and we are not wearing Delena today. You guys, if you're not a fan of the lychee, the rhubarb, the nutmeg, the sour tart note, maybe try La Rosée or try Exclusive if you want something a little deeper, darker, more sensual, and B Laird has that one as well. Try that instead. Like I said, peony, vanilla, cedar. This is a beautiful fragrance to me, in my opinion. Like I said, it makes me feel like that girl. Very pretty, very proper, very foo-foo la-la. This is like a glass of champagne, I always say, with a nice strawberry on top. That's the vibe that this fragrance gives me, and it's a mood uplifter. It just makes me feel good, and no matter when I'm wearing this or how many times I've worn this, from my guy to strangers to people to anybody, they're gonna give you a compliment on this fragrance. But every single time I wear this fragrance, my guy's like, what are you wearing? I'm like, oh my gosh, it's Delena. Same with Oriana. It's like, oh my gosh, what are you wearing? It's Oriana. Something about Perfumes de Mali, they just do fragrances right. I always receive compliments when I wear this fragrance. It is a beautiful fragrance. This to me can be worn year round. Of course it shines in the spring and in the summer, but I wear it year round because, like I said, I do fragrance how I do fragrance. So those are the top 5 that I would choose if I were starting my collection over right now today. Remember I said this can all change. If you come back in 2 weeks, I could be giving you a whole new list of a top 5. But that's how I feel today, right now. So whenever you're starting your collection, if I were to give you any advice, I would always say build your collection with fragrances that you love, fragrances that really mean something to you. And I know there's a lot of us that do YouTube and we're always talking about fragrances and the new release that come out and fragrances that we're loving and that we have and that we've tried, and that's great. That's what we want to do. We want to, share with you what the fragrance is, just in case you can't get a sample, if you can't buy it, or if you just want to know what we think about it. But I would always still say try your best to try before you buy. Start with a sample. If you can't get a sample, then I would say, they do have little places like Royalty Scents. I can vouch for them because I work with them and I know that their fragrances are legit. I did order a sample from Lucky Scent and it was legit as well. So I'll link both of those in the description box below if you just want to start with the sample. I have heard so many stories, and that's what makes my heart so like, you guys please try before you buy. So many people say I've spent like $500, $400, $300 on this fragrance and I can't return it. I'm stuck with it. I'm trying to sell it on Macari. I don't really know a lot about Macari, so I can't give you any information on that, but I hear those stories all the time. So that's where my big loud voice comes from when I'm always saying try before you buy. But if I were starting my collection, here are the 5 I would start with. A word of advice to you: start with fragrances that you love, try them before you buy them, and find fragrance content creators that you guys have the same kind of vibe when it comes to fragrances. You know that she loves tuberose or she loves patchouli, and you know that you typically like those same type of fragrances she likes. You can probably trust her judgment for that, or his judgment for that, because you guys are rocking and kind of liking the same fragrances. You have the same fragrance profile, or is that what I'm trying to say? The same fragrance profile? Yeah, you have the same fragrance style, so you'll probably like the same fragrances that they like. If you have any questions, I'm always happy to help. Make sure you leave them down in the comment section below. Let's get some dialogue going. I love to hear what your top 5 are. Leave that in the comment section below. Also, if you ever want to ask a question and you want it answered like really fast, come over and say hi to me over on Instagram. Introduce yourself. I'm always chatting about fragrances, fashion, beauty, makeup, you name it, we chat about it over there as well. And I will see you beautiful souls in the next one. Until next time, you know the drill. Be blessed, stay fit, and definitely stay fabulous, darlings. Thanks for watching. Bye.